What's up, boys and girls? How's my AUTOMAGIC family? If you're seeing this, you know what I'm doing. I'm sorry I've been kind of out of sorts. Haven't had a ton of motivation, haven't had a ton of drive. I've been missing a lot of good fishing. Everybody, with all this rain, when you have a river spike that has salmon in it, man, that is the best time to go catch salmon. When you, maybe not on the rise so much, but from the very peak all the way down the hill on that water levels. Anyway, I missed the boat pretty much all week. Should have been awesome fishing the last couple days, and I'm gonna go fishing now. The water level dropped back down to kind of the average low, and I feel good about it. It's not raining, it's a nice day. I didn't have to get up too early. I wound up leaving my house a little bit after 10 o'clock. Nice Monday morning. Should be fun. I was going to tell you guys, here's something important. So Stephen Lowen, he's out of California. He does fishing reel repair and service, and he's got a really good method. Takes it all apart, keeps track of all the parts. He has some fancy cleaner that gets everything just as clean as possible. And he took a reel of mine that I abused. I've had it for like 3 years, never opened it up, never cleaned it. Lost it and dropped it a few times in the waters, not good. And he took it all apart, fixed everything broken on it. Awesome job. Anyways, just a huge shout out. I got the reel back, and guess what? It went back on my lightning striker rod. That's my big bobber 8.6 bobber rod. So we're gonna get it back out there, and it should be absolutely fine. When I did a pre-test with just in my hands, it was perfect. We're gonna run it down the river a few times and test it out against some big fish, maybe. Who knows what we'll catch? Maybe we'll catch pogies and jacks. I don't know. Anyway, glad to have you back on my channel and watching some more videos. Just like repentance, you say you're never going to do it again, you're going to be better, and then maybe a few days later you don't do what you think you're going to do, and you have to try again and again and again. And man, I'll tell you what, this has been a tough year for me. Motivation, wanting to get out and fish, but I'm here, I'm going, and I'm doing. You guys, I don't know if you can relate to that at all, but it's not easy, and I don't blame you if you can't make it, or you just can't force yourself to do something that you really need to get done. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get done talking about it and get to doing it. I gotta hit the Bi-Mart on the way. I'm out of a couple terminal tackle things. Oh man, it's like every time you break off, you lose one of, maybe you buy a pack of 10, just, like a snap swivel pack of 10, and within a couple fishing trips, you're gone. You don't have any more because you broke them off or you lost them or whatever. So I gotta go buy some more gear, as always. Cost me about $90, $93, $94 shipping and repair work on my reel. Little things like that adds up. So anyways, those of you guys out there that do support me, all the members out there that give me a little bit every month just to help out, that's the kind of stuff that money goes towards, is taking care of my gear and keeping me up and running. So all you members and super members and elite force mod squads, y'all are the ones that keep me rolling out here, so thank you for that. I don't need any gas today, so should be a fairly inexpensive trip. We'll see you guys down on the river. managed to get down here to one of my favorite spots, and other than getting all the way down this slippery hill, I'm gonna try to catch a couple fish. Probably a good chance of that today. If I don't die on the way down, it's always a possibility. It's a pretty good life hack though, using a net as my extra cane. Feel a little bit like I'm using a walker, one step at a time. There we go. It hasn't rained today, so it's not too bad on the way down here. Water's a little low, but probably a chance there's a fish or two. At least I can have the hold of myself for a little bit. All right guys, so this is the tranks that I shipped off to have work done. I'm trying to dry fire it a couple times. Just want to make sure it's still operating right. There's nothing weird with it. I haven't even put bait on the hook yet. I'm not trying to catch a fish right now. I'm just feeling it, making sure it's set how I like it. And make sure that's paying out correct, which seems like it's okay. Tighten it just a little bit. That's probably fine. All right, we're gonna call that good and get to fishing a little bit. See if we can catch one here. All right, first cast. Looks like I'm dragging bottom a little bit. Not a ton of water in here, so I don't really need to drag. I don't have to slow it down too much. I'll just do it again, not quite so deep. There we go. Let it go 3 times and then I'll put some more bait on there. Oh, there's a fish. You guys see that? Third cast. Oh, popped off. How'd that happen? Dang it, that's too bad. Dang it, that is too bad. Man, what's that all about? It's a nice fish, hooked into it. He totally ate my eggs. That's a good sign. On the 3rd cast, I got a bite. And I fought him for about 5 seconds. I don't know what happened. Sometimes when you hook them, you don't hook them like all the way in the jaw bones. You just hook them in the skin, like right in the lip skin. And if you pull too hard, it'll break them off. I think that one might be a little shy from biting for a little while. It's a good bite though. Grabbed that stuff and took my bobber down. He's gonna go hide for a while though. Probably won't see him again for a while. Alright, so normally guys, if you hook a fish, then he spooks when you lose him. He's not gonna want to be as social, so he was not gonna be out where he was in the middle. I'm guessing that he's probably over there on the far side of that second boulder. It's a little bit of a tricky run for me to reach, but I'm going to try it. Get my bobber way out there. I'm going to see if I can run it all the way into him. Maybe he'll bite it. Probably not though. At least I got it over there where I think he is. We'll see what happens. Nothing. Alright, so what do you guys think? Think I could get something to bite the spinner? I think there's some in here still, so I think there's a good chance of getting a spinner bite. Spinner bites are crazy though, because a lot of times they're a little bit of a surprise and you just have to be ready. When the action hits, you got to be ready. Check your drag, make sure it's set tight enough to hook something. That's probably good. And just go kind of low and slow, see if something strikes at it. A lot of times I have pretty good success a little bit lower in this fishing hole with the spinners. Get it way up there. That way it can slowly flop its way down river, underneath everything. There you go. So the last thing I'm going to try, I put this new Corrado on my Loomis 9-foot rod, and I think it'll make a really good back bouncing, or not back bouncing, but just make a really good drift rod. Oh, I forgot one thing. I was gonna get some marker so I could marker out my yellow line. Most likely I won't be able to catch anything like this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Never know. I'm gonna need to get myself some weight and some yarn, and then we'll try it. All right, so I'm gonna show you what I've got here. Got my 301 Shimano Corrado. This rod is, you can see right here, it says it's 9'9", moderate action, 15 to 30 pounds. And here I've got about an ounce of weight. I like these, I make them, they're little snake weights. They tend to not get stuck so bad in the rocks. And then I've got a 4/0 hook with some yarn and a little corky. I like the yarn colors. The corky, I don't know, it's green, maybe it'll catch their attention. Other than that, I don't know if they like green or not, but I'm gonna throw this in here and see if we can find a biter. Probably not, but you never know. I've caught fish this way before. I don't know why it wouldn't work this time. Oh, found a rock. That sucks. Really bad. Frustrating. Oh, pulled something out. There's something down there. That's snaggy. Turned out this time it was a chunk of wood. Hey, I scored a hook. I scored a hook. Look at that. That's awesome. Not sure I'm liking this setup yet. Probably don't have enough weight. We'll see. Just kind of takes some practice getting the right touch. I can get it out there, but it doesn't always land. At first try, it doesn't land right where I want it to. Might help too to add some eggs into this whole thing for some scent. We'll see what happens here. I don't feel like I'm really bumping bottom that hard. All right, moved to spot just a little ways down. I'm standing in waders in knee-deep water. I'm going to cast across here, as far as I can get it, and I'm just going to slowly reel it in. And see what happens here. Don't even know if it's going to catch a fish or not, but we'll see. Sometimes it works. Either way, glad I drove out here. I'm spending some beautiful day. Man, who doesn't like spinner fishing in the fall? It's nice clean water. It's a good water visibility. I might get bit. Pretty fun. I don't know, maybe you don't get bit too. It's possible. I'll just reel it in and maybe something will snag onto it. Never know. I don't mean snag onto it, I mean, you know, grab it. Grab it on the retrieve, man. That's the fun part. These big old fish can be sitting anywhere in this river. They like the cover of the rapids a little bit, but just got to keep trying different spots. Maybe go upstream a bit. Come down here, come downward through these rapids and see what happens. Oh, I got tapped. Might have been a fish. Definitely bumping, getting down low. It's exciting, you guys, when you're reeling it in and you feel something bump. Just kind of hope that that bump bumps a couple more times and then it starts wiggling. If you get my drift. I'll probably end up moving down to a different spot entirely. I just figured I might as well fish this since I'm close by. Not every day is a smash and grab, you know, 3 or 4 fish kind of day. Sometimes it's hit and miss. Just got to keep trying different things. Maybe there's something way back there somewhere. Bumpy bump. Another bumpy bump. Probably just hitting bottom. My goal is just to bring it in as slow as I can without having it get snagged. Now, another thing that you might think about when you're doing this fishing is if you're seeing fish rolling, that's a good sign. That means that they're in here. If there's so many fish in here that they're rolling, that tells you that there's a pretty good chance that there's a lot more than one if you see one jump or roll. And I haven't heard or seen anything jumping and rolling, so to me that's more of a sign like I'm probably in the wrong spot. But you know, you guys know how it is. You get kind of a favorite spot you like to fish and just kind of hope that you'll catch one when you go there because you like that spot. That's how it is sometimes. All right, I'm back in my favorite little hole here. Nobody here hardly. One group of guys just left, so I'm just enjoying fishing downriver. I didn't catch your name, but he said that he was in one of my lives, but his name showed up as Windy. Nice to see you down here at the river getting some fishing in from a guy from Corvallis. That's cool. I'm just seeing if I can get something here to bite, maybe. I'm probably gonna have to get down a little deeper and slower. There's no action, no feisty fish at the moment here. At least this reel's working. Oh, there's a fish. It just jumped. Little one, I think. Alright, I just made my bobber stop another 8 inches deeper. 6 inches maybe. Let's be real. Not 8 inches, more like 6. We'll call it 7. Anyway, a little bit deeper. Might drag on the bottom of the river a little bit now. I'm just gonna let that just free drift through there. Hope for a bite. It's interesting how it doesn't always go down. Now it's even deeper and the bobber didn't go down. So there's probably a fish taking a shot at it. It's not there anymore. Guys, I'm going to show you something here. Something a lot of times people don't mention or talk about. A pro tip for you. If you look at where I'm standing here, it's the top of the hole. I'm on a rock. There's rocks out there right in the middle of this big section here. Follow my rod straight down, you can see those rocks. If I run my stuff, like right there in the middle, and I'm running it and I let it go all the way down, one nice part about having a 10'6" rod is I can stick it out here straight, and when it's time to reel it in, I just point it straight out and it brings that stuff without hitting all those brush and stuff on the side of the river where you're standing. Hard to explain what I just said, but hopefully you understand what I mean. On the retrieve, when you're reeling it in, you don't have to worry about stepping way out here in order to clear all the bank stuff. Man, that looked good. Looked like a good possible bite on that one. I missed him if it was. Sorry guys, just not feeling it today. If there is fish making me believe a little bit more, I'd stay and fish and retie. It was a fun drive out here though. I got better things to do today and some other stuff I got to get done. So out of here. Thanks for watching my videos. As always, you guys are the most important part of this channel. I kind of, at this point, I'm doing it just because I don't want to let people down. And hopefully I'll get back into it where my heart's into it a little bit more. Kind of on the mend a little bit still, I guess would be a good way of putting that. So have a good one, you guys. Till next time.